Welcome back to my channel, y'all. This is Love with Love, Election Edition. So today we are going to be talking about capitalism and also socialism. That is right, capitalism and socialism. First, we're going to go over to the capitalism. Capitalism is basically where it is private owned parties. So if you own a business, you have every right to do whatever you want to your business. Government does not own you in the sense of that. You basically handle your business and whatever you want to do. So if you want to up it up, you can up your business up. You can up it down. You can have any kind of salary as long as it's the wages of the state. However, you can do whatever you want. Basically, capitalism is basically like a pyramid. So it's more of the people at the bottom is making all these other people paid. Like that's what how I look at it as. And somewhat actually I look at more as monopoly, like playing monopoly. You notice how you got the railroads, you got the homes, all this stuff, and how only there's only one winner in that. Well, that's basically like capitalism. In what my understanding is, if somebody can correct me on things, this is how it sounds like to me, like monopoly. It's like it's not basically for everyone. It's just for this particular person, And this life is about, giving and taking and stuff. And unfortunately, we are here to serve in a lot of ways. Even though we may have a dream and it may be big and it may make us a lot of money. However, that dream should never be so big where we lose ourselves in greed. I know that it's just about the dream. It ain't about the money. It's about the dream. So that if I look at it as capitalism, I look at Amazon. And yes, Amazon is great because you got everybody from everywhere being able to sell their items. However, what I've heard from Amazon, and this is from a lady who was going to put her product on there. However, what they were asking for was literally way too much for what they should have been asking. She told me it was about half. I'm like, that's crazy, that's half. Like, this person is only one human being. He's making all this money and he's putting it in all different states. And it's like, and you're only getting half of basically what you're give. And yes, you can get it from everywhere. It goes to everybody. However, what you don't realize, a lot of these mom and pop shops suffered from that because instead of having it everywhere, in reality, they just wanted to have it in a community and help their community out and where they lived. And to me, that's dope. And that's basically what socialism is. And that's how we're going to roll up in that bug like that. Like, roll up in there like that. Because I was looking at too, like, I don't know if I want to have anybody having control of what I built. However, if I'm getting to the point where we ain't in the middle, at least, or you ain't right by me, at least backing me, then I'm not for it. And I used to love Monopoly until I understand what it actually can do. Like, Monopoly in life, that's basically what everybody is doing right now. But with socialism, it's more for the state to have a little bit more control of it, so everybody can have a piece of the pie and everybody is equal. They want people to be equal, so we're all at the same level. So we all don't have to say, like when we get in a group and stuff like that, and people are like, well, I don't have that much, I only make this, but you got your friend that's making this and this and this. And it's just like, where's the equal to that? Where's the equalness to that? And I know that there are some jobs out there that, they can pay more. However, Amazon, let's be real. People should be getting engineer money. I don't care where they butts leveled at. You can do it. That's the thing. Like, if I'm making money, care of the education and stuff like that, yes, if you are an engineer, you are going to be making more than the person that is in the factory. However, you're going to be making that much more, because at the end of the day, the person in the factory is actually working probably the most. That's why education is definitely important, because you realize you have to do after that. After that, it's kind of like, you don't have to do that much. I've witnessed people making 90 and up and literally just do this all day. And yes, you can exalt your brain a lot, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's not that. You're not taking a toll on your body and doing all this other stuff like all these factory workers are doing and keeping things afloat. Like, so it definitely is a discussion for the community to have some kind of control onto saying that I want a piece of the pie too. Like, why can't I have some pie? You know what I mean? It's more of like, how can we as this be balanced? Because everybody knows that all the diamonds in the world was actually free until you went to go hunt for them. People went to go hunt for them and take some of those things and then put these crazy prices on them. It was like, what? You put all these crazy prices on them and realize the diamond was free. And what I feel the need of people understanding about a diamond is you go hunt for the diamond and you give the real diamond the diamond. It's kind of like the penguin story. They have it where the penguin goes to hunt for something and it brings back the penguin and let them know, like, you are it. You are the one. And I thought that was a beautiful story. But anyways, let's go back to the socialism. So socialism, it is basically, you get to own your own things. However, the state is what basically the people. The people, you come into your community and they say, hey, you're up leveled here. You should be paying your employees this much. Come on now. This is what your subsidy is, and this is what their subsidy can afford. You know what I mean? And they've been living like this for this long, so you got to make sure you level out for people are to live comfortably and safe and protected. You know. So I believe, like, at first I was kind of like, capitalism. I like, this is my business, but unfortunately, was some people, you don't know how to give. You don't understand that this life is honestly just to serve, and live your life to the fullest and live it the way you want to live it. You know what I mean? But also to understand that you ain't the only person that's here. There is you and a bunch of billion people that we need to work together with and create something that is phenomenal. And we can only do that with each other, and I understand that everybody has different opinions and different views, but even me, you don't understand, I'm a love Monopoly, like freaking to the point where it was like, wow, maybe I had some more greed inside of my soul. But I fixed that problem because it was a couple of months ago that I gave away everything because it was scaring me. It was scaring me to feel like maybe these materialistic things had a control of me, and I didn't want that. So I gave up everything. And I found all the beautiful treasures within myself and realized that it ain't even about that. It's about this, your energy, and somewhat of your aura of your body, baby. Because let me tell you, the warrior and the warrior and the naked goddess book let me know, honey, bodies and aura energy has a lot of power within themselves. So understand, being you is great, okay? And just because somebody has money or something like that, only you can tell the other person no. And once you have faith and all that stuff, you realize your faith is actually going to take you farther than anybody else can. But people try to use this money manipulation on people to make them feel some type of way about themselves and realize that they don't even, they got to take actually care of the stuff that they're going on with and stuff. So people, we all got issues and problems and stuff. But one thing we can try to agree on is coming together as a unity and figuring out what is the best way for ourselves, not only for ourselves, but our families and the community that we are in, and for us to feel safe and protected and financially okay without feeling like, oh, what's going to happen in a month? Like, everybody's understanding what's going on. Everything is going up. But it's been happening each and every year. Every time I go into an apartment, y'all, this has been happening for 5 years. I feel like each time it goes up every year. And I'm all like, what is this? Like, this is not, how am I supposed to be comfortable in where I'm at when you keep going up? How much more does a person need? I mean, people are like, oh, the oil companies, they need to get all back that money that they lost. They didn't lose anything. If you don't have, stocks and all this stuff, maybe you shouldn't be managing money. Like, that's, to me, that sounds like a person that don't know how to manage money. But when things go back to normal, that's when you say, you know what, I got enough. Let me take down these prices for my people, because my people down there are struggling. And I either been in that situation, and those who ain't been in that situation, please come down to earth. Because earth needs you. The people need you. It's so crazy. Like, I've noticed, like, people on these apps spend all this money. They spend $14,000 up, y'all, a day. There's a lot of people that need help. and it would be so great if we as people can come together and say, hey, let's make a difference and let's start helping each other out in our community, rather than these one person who has all these billions of dollars to take care of what's going actually on with us. This is what happens when you give somebody all this power, is they don't know how to take their butts down to earth sometimes. And there are some people who have literally won lotteries and had a whole bunch of money and gave it all away because that wasn't what they needed. They said they needed love. And that's what we need the most, is love. Love is the most powerfulest thing in the world. There are men who literally went out to Gatsby is one example. It's not a real character, but there are men like him that will literally give everything to somebody that they love. So I do believe that it is out there. You just got to keep believing in it and know that our treasures within us flourish. Once we find those, we flourish it into the world, and we show the world what's beautiful, what's inside of us. And with that, we get all those treasures together, and we become one, and the light will shine so bright. Y'all have a beautiful day, and I hope y'all learned somewhat of capitalism and also socialism, of what I'm understanding it to be, and how it is going and all this stuff. So I hope we make a better change and better decision in everything that we do. And like I said, I'm voting green. You do what you feel, but I'm all for the environment and coming together as one in peace. Y'all have a beautiful day. This is Love with Love. Bye, y'all.